What's up, guys? This is 1584 Adventure. I'm Logan, and got my partner.
Hello, guys. Hello, everybody. It's Brian.
So we're kind of going to go over some things we did this weekend, and then we're going to jump into a trip Dad took last month.
Yeah. So this weekend, it was time to make a trip up to or down to our lease, check on everything, fill feeders, do a little repairs. We got the patches in for the tent, so where the limb had gone through the tent during a storm, I got that patched up. Filled up my feeder, put out a couple more cameras.
Did a little work on one of my feeders, which we got a little video on that.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna bust the surprise here, but if you want to go see a fun video, go watch it.
Yeah. Got a little rester, but we got that feeder up and going, and with solar panel on it and
new batteries.
If we leave that feeder where it's at, we probably need to push the legs in again and put some T-posts next to them. Cows pushed on it pretty hard, it looked like.
Yeah, they did that last time.
But lease looked in great shape.
Lots of cat claw, lots of mesquite.
Lots of grass. So if we had turkeys, it'd be a great year for turkeys because we got lots of grasshoppers.
Yep.
So I don't know how many turkeys we're going to see. I've only got one hen on any of my cameras.
We have like 3 total.
Yeah.
We got the one that moves around camp. I've had a couple show up, a pair show up on one of my cameras.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Which is too bad because this lease used to be overrun with them. I mean, flocks of 30 and 40.
So we're looking like it will be a pretty good year on the lease. Lots of fun.
Lots of fun. Lots of pig shooting to come.
Lots of pig shooting.
We're getting ready to, I think I probably got 30, 35 of them in one group on my photos.
Same.
Yeah. And it's small enough, it's probably the same group trading back and forth between feeders.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
At the same time, Dad's working on his boat, getting it together, hopefully it'll be next week or so.
Probably next weekend.
Okay. We did bring the pop-up shelter so he can work on it after lunch.
Yeah.
Because it's hot. It is ungodly hot.
It is ungodly hot, but if I got some shade and a breeze, then I can wrap this up and get it charging, get it cleaned up, and we'll be ready for fall fishing pretty quick.
Unfortunately, last weekend we discovered the transom in my boat was rotten.
Only on half of it.
About 2/3.
It's flat on the bottom side.
So kind of navigating what's going to happen on that. But so we're going to take a pause on the mystery tackle box video. We still got the mystery tackle box, but we kind of got to wait till there's a working boat.
Yep.
Did get in a bunch of fishing rods and tackle from one of my customers. I need to do a video on that just because it's so much.
It is so much, and some of it's really pretty good stuff.
Hey, I kept about half the rods.
Yeah.
Just because, hey, they're decent rods, good reels.
Yeah.
Some of them are just fun rods,
Yeah.
Throw them in the truck when you don't care if it gets broke.
Yeah. I mean, there's a place for that, and, if you lose one over the side of the boat, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Or if it gets drug in when you're bank fishing, it kind of doesn't matter. Just go get another one.
Yep.
So.
Well, main topic of the day is Dad went on a little trip back in June.
Opening week of snapper season.
There we go. Which snapper?
Red snapper. Offshore red snapper, not Texas state water snappers are open year round, I believe. They might have a short closed window, but I think it's open year round.
Okay.
Pretty good trip booked with Galveston Party Boats.
And we've been booking with Galveston Party Boats since I was like 12.
Well, maybe longer than that. Yeah.
No, it'd be 12 because I was in junior high.
Yeah, the first time we went out, yeah. Had a pretty good trip overall. First time I went out on a new buck and I enjoy party boat fishing. I know it's aggravating. I know you're crowded and there's going to be tangles. And if you go in knowing that and taking a big deep breath, unless someone truly is just being a knucklehead, I can work around it.
But you went a little hardcore. You did a back-to-back.
I did 2 days back to back, 12 hours offshore.
Maximum capacity. No, you had one that was half capacity.
Yeah,
right?
I did the first day on the new buck. It was full capacity, and it was full, and it was roughish.
Yeah.
Wasn't real bad. I mean, I've been out on way worse ones, but the new buck and the Cavalier are both catamarans, so that makes some of it a lot easier. Not on a V hole where you don't really get the side to side stuff going. But there were a lot of people getting sick still.
So you did this a little different than the previous times, though, on these 12-hour trips, because you actually brought your own tackle and your own rods.
A few years ago, I guess maybe a decade ago now, just got fed up with the boat tackle. I mean, it's okay, but it's for tourists.
It'll get you through the day.
It will get most people through the day. But I guess I hooked something big. I still think it was a big AJ.
It was a monster.
And I mean, I had the little boat rod that they provide you. I had it bowed all the way to the reel seat, and it's still peeling line off. So it might have been a big shark. The distinct possibility it was a big shark. And as the line's coming off, I'm looking at the reel, and I can see a big knot where they've spliced the line back together. And it's a monster knot. And I'm like, that's never going to go through the guides. And sure enough, it didn't. And I'm like, man, you know, you can buy stuff now. It's not like it used to be. So committed that year. And actually, I think the boys gave me the first rig.
Back in 2020, I think. Yeah, 2020.
Yeah.
Christmas of 2020. Mom gave you the 56-hour trip.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And Alex and I pulled together and bought you a boat rod.
Yeah. A conventional rig.
Yeah. I think right before that you had bought another rig, and you bought your Ambassador 8,000, whichever you have.
Yeah.
And that was your intention with that rig.
Well, that at the end of that year, you and I had gone on a trip, and neither one, if I remember right, neither one of us had, when we were on the bow of the boat.
Yeah.
We didn't have our own gear still. I don't think.
I think it might be 2021. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's about 4 or 5 years ago.
Anyway, the boys gave me a conventional rod, and then I got a spinning setup, a boat rod spinning setup with a
Heavy rod.
I think it's a 10,000 series Penn spinner.
Yeah, I think you got the 10,000.
Yeah, and then it's all overkill. Both of those rigs are overkill for red snapper. The spinning rod's a little better, but it's still overkill for most red snapper, and it's certainly overkill for beeliners. And we like to catch beeliners because they're tasty. You can keep 10 a day. So I bought an ugly stick, tiger stick.
Yep, you bought that in 2023, no 2022,
and put a Swedish-made Ambassador 7,000 on it, and it does really good for lighter game.
Yes.
Load it with 50-pound big game with a 50-pound mono top shot, and if you're fishing for beeliners or if you're drifting sardines off the side of a boat for mahi-mahi, it's actually a really good rig. Leaves a little to be desired on the drag. It's probably only got 25 pounds of drag, but it is there for lighter game. So this year during the snapper trip, I was only going to take the spinning boat rod and the tiger rod. There's still some grouper running around. I ended up taking all three of them. It was unnecessary, but I can't help myself. I'm kind of a knucklehead. But the trip was good. Lots of people getting seasick. The vast majority of them had the decency to hurl over the stern instead of out the window or in the bathroom or wherever. And it's funny, there was a lady and her two daughters on this trip, and her oldest daughter was probably about 10. And every time the boat moved, that girl got sick. We pull up, and she'd be at the rail all the way out. She's at the rail. She'd go over, puke, run back in the cabin. And finally, I pulled her mom aside, told her, I said, hey, don't go in the cabin. That's where you get sick at. If the water's rough, that's where people are going to get sick at. Stay here on the back of the boat where that's the smoothest ride. And tell her to look at the horizon, not at the boat, not over the side. Just keep her eyes focused. And she did much better then, but she still got sick. But she never quit either.
There you go.
Every time the boat would stop, she'd be one of the first ones at the rail dropping a bait. I don't know that she caught anything, but she never quit.
There you go.
Yeah. Did pretty good. Caught a couple of good ones on that trip. They got to be 16 inches. And I had an 18 and a 22 on that day. Probably caught a dozen snappers that day. Not a lot of size to any of them. Came back, iced them down. Stayed at the little Airbnb in Galveston because I prefer that to hotels.
Okay.
And it was 5 minutes from the dock. So I didn't have to get up an hour early and drive over there.
Yeah, those first couple of trips we did, we actually stayed on Boulevard.
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
Yeah. We learned that lesson.
Yep. So the second trip the second day was on the Cavalier. The Cavalier's just a smaller version of the New Buck, still catamaran, but it was a half capacity trip. Still a little rough, not as rough as it was the day before. Got out there, first couple spots weren't, they were all smalls. Finally landed up on a good rock pile, and I caught my personal biggest red snapper at 34 inches.
It was 34, 36.
Yeah, it was a monster.
It was large enough. The meter stick was barely enough.
Yeah, it's funny, the deckhand, because I'm fighting him on a spinning rig, and I thought for a second I'd hooked to AJ because it was big.
Now, when you say AJ, what is that?
That's an amberjack.
Okay.
And I thought, man, this is the small amberjack, and they pull hard.
Yes, they do.
And the deckhand come over as I'm working him up, and he sees it flash, and the deckhand panics and takes off. Comes back with two deckhands and two gads.
Heck
I don't think it's going to need that, but all in all, good trip. They moved us around until we got on fish, and we had a boat limit of fish both days. The half trip was pretty good. Had to have a conversation with the tourists next to me about
generally do.
Everybody scatter out. It's a half capacity trip. The father obviously might have been his first trip because I had to tell him, hey, that's a conventional rig. You're holding it upside down. Move over a couple of feet and don't do that again.
Yep.
And I think he had his son with him, so his son caught a couple smalls and maybe a couple keepers, something like that.
Did you catch any beeliners?
We didn't. There were some caught, but we didn't stop and drop on beeliners like we had. I was expecting to, which is why I took the tiger rod.
Yeah.
There was a group next to us. It was a business group. They got a boss and his 6 subordinates, and they were pretty good. Other than they drank all of the Coors Light that was on the boat. All going pretty good. They stayed out a little longer than we should have to make sure we all got a boat limit. And a mile into the trip back, we blow a turbine on one of the motors. Where what was at full throttle would have been 4 hours back. We're going 13 miles an hour all the way back. It was we should have been back at 6 o'clock. It was midnight when we pulled into the dock.
Yep.
Things happen. Boats break.
Things happen.
Things
Can't
happen.
do anything about it.
Owner of Galveston Party Boats paid for everybody's fish to be cleaned for free, which it's not normally a lot of money, and it's kind of worth it if you have the time.
It's worth it, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
because nothing, especially if you're doing some Saturday trips, Sunday trips, nothing's worse than getting home after driving a couple hours and you have to clean fish.
yeah. And if you're trying to fillet a big snapper, and you will wreck an electric fillet knife.
Yeah.
So, but I only had 4 keeper fish, so I'm like, yeah, I'd rather go home or go back to the Airbnb and sleep because the line was long. So it's all good. They put them on ice. Put the ice chest in the house. Slept till I woke up.
Oh, really? That's how that works?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't up at 4:30 like I normally am. Came on home that day at a leisurely pace, and we've got enough snapper for another month or two. I think.
Well, we had talked about doing a trip late August or September-ish.
Yeah, somewhere. Amberjack season opens September 1st this year, and while I've caught a couple of AJs, I caught one that was probably 45 pounds, maybe 50 pounds that last trip.
Yeah, that 56-hour trip we did.
Yeah.
We caught a big one.
Yeah. But it wasn't during AJ season, so we had to put them back.
Okay.
And so I want to bring one home. I'm going to have to start lifting weights and get this shoulder fixed.
Yeah, you got some work you got to do.
Yeah.
Get in the gym. Get that shit tight again.
But all in all, it was a good trip. I highly recommend Galveston Party Boats. Probably going to do, like we said, a trip in September or August. And then I'm trying to figure out, I'm probably going to do a tuna trip. I mean, the tuna trip we took a few years back got me hooked. Life's got in the way, but it's getting ready to get out of my way.
Yeah.
I've got a brand new tuna stick out there in the shop. I've got a box full of Halcos now. Probably going to get some more Halcos as we go along. And I'm probably going to do a tuna trip at the end of the year, maybe in January.
I won't do a tuna trip during the hunting season.
Well,
it's one of those things. Nothing's worse than being on the boat between moving or on a slow boat.
yeah.
And going, I could be at the deer lease shooting dove or deer or running up the river and shooting ducks or anything.
I mean,
So,
that's
but I might do one in February or early March next year.
And they still run tuna trips even during the summer.
Yeah, but they're not that great.
No.
The real good tuna trips here happen during the winter. So, okay. So we've done your red snapper trip.
Yep.
What is on your bingo card in Texas? What's left on your bingo card in Texas?
Odad.
Okay. What fish though?
Oh, fish? I want to catch cuda.
Cuda. Didn't you catch a cuda?
No, they cut me off every time.
Okay.
That's why there's now a spool of wire in my offshore box.
Okay. Yeah, because they were hitting it.
Yeah, I think I lost all of my jigs on that trip. Need to catch a grouper. We just do offshore fish. I need a cuda. I need a grouper. Trying to think of what else. I've caught all the nearshore species: redfish, bluefish, black drum. Still like to get a big giant black drum. Had one a couple years back. Forgot the pier net, and we were fishing on a little pier, and was walking into the bank, and the hook straightened out. Freshwater. I need to catch a big alligator gar. I need to catch double-digit black bass. I've been close a couple times. Have hooked a couple of them. And, big fish, you don't get much chances. Everything's got to be right.
Yep. What's the biggest bass you've caught then? Is it that one?
No, that was only 8 pounds. I caught a 910 that was spawned out. 2 weeks earlier, she would have been 11 pounds at a local lake on a local jackpot tournament on a Tuesday night, and I won the whole tournament in big fish with one fish.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I've had one that I know was at least 11,
Yeah.
and the hook on the treble hook broke off. I've never caught a big striper. I've caught a bunch of stripers, probably 10 pounds, as big as I bit. I've hooked a couple big ones. Didn't get them to the boat back. Things like I said, big fish, you got to be careful. And really, now it's funny because I want to catch a Rio Grande cichlid.
What's that?
It's a fish that lives in the rivers from San Antonio south.
Yeah.
And it's like a big perch. They're spotted.
Okay.
They're kind of steel colored and spotted. Beyond that, in Texas, I can't think of anything else.
Okay.
I've caught some okay catfish, but I don't really focus on that.
So when you're going offshore fishing,
Yeah.
what are the signs that you look for that is going to be good versus bad?
There's not, if you don't have your own boat, there's not much you can really influence other than going with people that that put fish on the boat. The captain of the boat, where we went on that tuna trip, his boat catch more tuna, recreational tuna fishing, than any other boat in the Gulf of Mexico.
Yep.
Sadly, he doesn't do public captain anymore for public boats. You have to hire him to captain your boat. And he's bad to the bone. He catches lots of big fish, lots of big bill fish.
Okay. Then what about bass fishing? What signs do you look for a 5 bass day?
There's a couple things. You want the weather to be right, and you can't influence that, so you just kind of have to go. But the days that I know that I feel like it's going to be good, we've got the pressure change coming at some point while you're going to be on the water. I like for there to be a little wind, actually, unless I'm chasing schooling fish during the summer. And I like for there to be some cloud cover.
Okay.
In the spring, I like it to be where the shad spawn's going on. And, they'll be up on the bank spawning when the full moon comes in and the water temperature gets just right. And it can be insane for an hour or so. Other than that, for the vast majority of people, you just got to go when you got the time.
Yep.
Go, and even if you have a slow day, enjoy it and learn something from it.
Pay attention to how you caught that fish, not just the fact you caught it.
Yeah, and not so. I know a lot of people that they will go, and I do it too. So in some aspects, they will go to the same spot all year long. Well, that fish may or may not be there all year long. If it's spawning season and you caught a good one next to that tree, but it might be in 3 feet of water or 2 foot of water, that fish ain't going to be there the rest of the year. There might be a fish there.
You might get lucky.
Yeah. But so I know a lot of people do that, and it's okay. I mean, the whole goal is for everybody to have fun. The fish are going to move around, so go find some other spots. Go find some place where if I'm not in a tournament, or if I am on a tournament on a lake that I don't know really well, I'll fish for a while in a place that I've already scouted. I'll get a couple in a box, then I'll go look for a couple. Go look at another spot, and I'll go find. If I don't do any good there, then I'll go to another spot where I've scouted it in the past.
Okay. So we're going to wrap up here in the next 2 minutes. I got 3 questions for you.
Okay.
What is a lure, bass lure, saltwater lure that they don't make anymore that you would like to come back?
So Strike King made a buzzbait a few years back, and I don't think they make it because I can't find it for sale anywhere. That didn't have a wire arm. It was an inline buzzbait.
Okay. So it had the buzz blade directly above the lure?
No, it was all in line.
Okay.
It was had on the same axle that the trailer hook was on.
Okay.
And I really liked it for a couple reasons. One is it was hard for fish to throw it, and they could eat it. When they ate it, there wasn't anything in the way of getting on the hook.
Okay.
The other is you could put whatever trailer you wanted on it.
Yeah.
I mean, it had a skirt, but it came where you could, and I like to put a Zoom frog on it because then it could go real slow and stay on top.
Okay.
So with the buoyancy of that frog, you could just get it where it went cluck, 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 cluck. And you could really, and it would run. It would not go in a straight line. Most buzzbaits don't anyway, but this one wouldn't. It would veer off to one side, so you could run it around things.
Okay.
The other thing I'd like to see them mass producing the Hellbender again. And that comes to mind because you got a bunch of them in that box. When I was a kid, I hated them because I was fishing from the bank.
Yeah.
And it was a getting hung up son of a gun. But now that I have a boat and I can fish it the other direction, it's a heck of a deep diving lure, and the fish aren't seeing it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're seeing it maybe once every so often. If that.
The other thing I'd like to see. It's not discontinued, but they're harder to find. The tube jigs in bass sizes.
Okay.
Their crappie sizes are everywhere.
Yeah.
But the bass sizes, I really liked them.
Okay.
You can rig them on, rigging them on a jig head, you better have a bunch of jig heads because you're going to lose them.
Yeah.
But Texas rigging them, it's almost perfect for flipping. And I really liked it. And but other than that, the only other one maybe, I don't think they still make the original Devil's Horse, which was a twin prop stick bait, and it made lots of ruckus. Yeah.
Okay, we'll get on to the second question. For bass fishing, what color of soft plastic lure do you like?
Blue Fleck is the number one deal.
Number one?
That's my number one pick.
Is that because it catches bass, or is that because you like it?
I don't know. At the end, a lot of that is it comes down to your confidence fishing.
Yep.
Okay. The next one is the old red shad worm. The 7-inch red shad pattern.
Okay.
And part of that is because, once again, that was a real popular color combination 25 years ago, and it's always worked for me because I got lots of confidence in it, so I fish it confidently.
All right. So, third question: smallmouth or largemouth?
I'm going to say largemouth because that's predominantly what we have around here.
Yeah, but gotta remember, it's a blanket question, not what we have around here. Which one do you like catching the most?
Still going to say largemouth because you can fish them like I like to fish.
Okay.
I like to get up in thick cover and flip and pitch lures and dunk jigs and soft plastics on their head. And that kind of works mostly for a largemouth presentation.
Okay.
But I will say that one of the best trips I've ever had in my life was up at Broken Bow when the lake flooded, and we were fishing in pastures in flooded timber and all that. And you didn't catch any smallmouth flipping or pitching, but if you threw a Zara spook between the trees, you were going to catch smallies. And we caught lots of big smallies.
All right. Well, that's going to be the end of our episode today. This is episode 2 of season 2. We're going to try and get probably another episode next week, maybe the week after.
Yep.
Try and do at least one a month.
Yeah.
We get some more videos out. We're going to upload a couple videos. Not super spectacular, but they are videos.
Yeah. So we got some stuff coming up. It's getting ready to be that. See, it's time to prep for what's coming up.
The problem is it's prep season, so there's a lull in adventures. That heat
and it's
kind of
hot.
kills. That heat kills of adventure.
Yeah.
So this is 1584 Adventure signing off.